I want you to understand that when you are making a video visit, or you're going to visit your loved one or family, friend, whoever it is that is in the correctional facility, the people who run the units, who help the people to learn how to do the rules and why, what is needed to be paroled and be successful out there, it's very important to us that your visit, whether it's video or in person, takes place. These guys, some of them, not many of them, their loved one or whoever is going to visit them cancels. And it is devastating to quite a few, even though they won't show it. They'll act out. And being in charge of a unit, you want things to run smoothly for every single person, including yourself. You want to give leeway when someone is facing their loved ones ill, they found out they have cancer, or the very worst, that they've died, or in the hospital, they can't get to them, and it's getting serious. It's hard when you can't do anything and you feel helpless. Now imagine if you feel helpless and you're trapped and can't get there. And you would do anything to get there, wish you had never done what you did to be where you're at. You can't open that door. So it's very important that your video visits and your visits do take place. It helps these guys to remember there's more outside to strive to get there than being stuck here with being hopeless. Now, for those who are permanently here, locked away, it's not so permanent. I knew a man who killed two people, threatened to kill two people in the courthouse. After 54 years, he was let go. That was an extraordinary amount of time. Fortunately for him, his mom was still alive, and one of the ladies that he knew when he was in school took him in. So, because he was in his 70s. So it's very important that these guys have hope and that they have loved ones that visit them or even write them. Texting is great, but you know how many times you can reread a letter that's delivered by the post office? I still have the ones that my mom sent me when I was in the Navy. And she's been dead now since 1995. Precious memories. These guys hold on to letters. They hold on to pictures. And it helps them when things get tough, like the holidays. So we're going to do everything we can to help your visit take place. Now, if you're doing video visits, you've got to follow the rules. Because if something goes on in the background or you do something that you're not supposed to do, they're going to cut that video visit off immediately. When we know that happens, or something happens where it doesn't go through, then the ones who care, like myself, we tell the guy, listen, get on the phone, call your loved one. I don't know what's going on, but call them. Even when they're not supposed to be on the phones, we just tell them, get on the phones and call. Now, when you're visiting, just a little bit of comfort for you. There are prescribed hours, and those are on purpose. We don't want anyone to get in your way to discourage you from visiting. Things do happen, though. So what they're going to try to do is make sure that your visit coming in is respectful from us to you to us, and to others. And then we're going to get you seated. We're going to get the gentleman, he's been notified usually that you're coming. So now we're going to let them know that, hey, get up here, if they're not already up there. And then we're going to get you through where they're going to pat you down to make sure you're not bringing anything in. You're going to go through a body scan like you do at the airport. They're going to scan your stuff with an x-ray machine to make sure you're bringing nothing in. Shoes, socks come off, open your mouth, or you're not hiding anything. You wouldn't believe what some people do. Some people pull their teeth out just to hide drugs there. They do it. I've seen it. So they're going to get you through that. Once you're through that, they're going to make sure that the person is in the visiting room waiting for you. Once they're secure in there, then they're going to go ahead and bring you in. Now, they're not going to bring you in and bring someone else in and all that stuff and mix everything up. Because what if there's a couple guys who are known to fight each other? Or there's going to be arguments between the families. They're going to try to break that up so that you can do the first visit or the second visit so that there's no problems for you. We want you to visit. We really, really want you to visit. So you're going to go through that. Once you've gone through that, you're going to go into the visiting room and you're going to sit down. There are rules for that. They'll tell you that about what you can and can't do. Just follow them. It's easy. And then once your visit is done, sometimes you have a double visit. They might take you out to go have a seat in between visits. There are reasons for it. And it's not to make you inconvenienced. There's either things going on or, in the prison itself, or there's things that need to be taken care of within the room so that will be taken care of. Also, it allows the guys to be able to take a bathroom break. Because if you got a double visit, that's some hours. So that allows them to be able to do that also while you're not in there. Now, if you're in there for the entire visit, double, you are actually been granted a favor because they don't have to, have you in there for 2 visits, just going and going and going. Normally, you have to break it up, normally. But it all depends on the help, depends on what's going on. But just enjoy your visit. Just enjoy it. And please, if you can do so, don't cut out early. I know the people that are working there, they would love it if the amount of people that are there is fewer. But for the guys, it's a disappointment. I saw when they broke up, one of the guys that I know, he's a great guy. I encourage him all the time because he's on a life sentence. Life doesn't always mean life. Follow the rules. Get a pattern going to show that you're rehabilitated, that you're doing the best. So there's a chance you're going to get out. Well, he had a double visit. The person was there for the first visit. Then they sent him out because there was things that were going on in the prison that had to be done. So you had to secure the visitors and secure the guys so that that could be done safely for everybody. And then they went to go back in, and that guy's visitor left, just left. And I saw the disappointment look on his face because it caught him off guard. They get over it, but that still hurts. If you're going to not come back for the second visit, just tell them. Just tell them. Anyways, so it's very important that you guys visit. Very, very, very important. You have to forgive the rosacea going on and the bad lighting because I'm all red today, but I'm really not. But I just want to let you know, please visit. Please write letters. Please do video visits. Get their phone calls. Now, during the holidays or birthday, if for some reason something's happened and they didn't call, it's not always the case where they are just being jerks. I've seen it happen where they do something wrong or they've done something slightly wrong, but the correction officer that's in charge is either new or that's their stickler. They don't like that being done. It breaks the rules, so they're going to write that particular incident up on everybody. So they get their time where they're on restrictions and they can't call. Now, I had this one guy, he started his restriction unbelievably on Christmas Eve. And that restriction ran through the first of the year. I was like, wait a second, this dude's got like a 7-year-old boy and a couple other kids. These children did nothing wrong to be punished. And what if they don't get the call from their dad and now they're going to act up in school and now we have problems going on with this kid? Why can't we just go ahead and let them call on the holiday to wish their family, a happy whatever, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever it is, just so that the children and the family members who didn't do anything at all to deserve this kind of punishment, where they're being wondering, does he really care? Come on. So when that happens, if they don't call, don't assume. Give them 2 weeks, give them 3 weeks to call, because they might have been put on restrictions and can't call. A lot of times when they're on restrictions, they cut off their phone privileges, so they can't pick up the phone and dial what they have to dial to call you. So give them time to get off that restriction, get the phone turned on so they can call you and explain. It sucks, but you got to run with it, give them the benefit of the doubt. Just please do. Okay, so please visit, please write. Thank you.